commonly pronounced
But we need to get to do, because of course we stay solution oriented, is we need lawyers on our side. We had A. Philip Randolph, Thurgood Marshall, Johnny Cochran. Johnny Cochran is the person who, fought, sued, got money for it, but as well as freed Geronimo G. Jagger. Thurgood Marshall went to the Supreme Court, but he helped pass a lot of laws, that we still benefit from, Civil Rights Movement, Civil Rights Act, things of this nature. A. Philip Randolph fought on behalf of the Pullman workers, Pullman car. So, you're talking about people who have utilized, we need these lawyers on our side, not only to come when people are affected, but, to be proactive on getting these laws changed, because it should be something to driving while black. We need more activism and protests, bringing attention to the incidents and the epidemic itself, right? I mean, we need to have more people, like when someone gets shot, someone gets beat, we need to be there, and we need to be there in full force, and we need to make sure that something is done about it. And no officer should ever be able to blatantly tie someone down, shoot them in the back of the head, and then for 2 weeks he's out visiting his family and doing whatever he wants to, and decide, that's with the Oscar Grant case. This guy's gone. We don't know when if he's coming back or what. But just saying, these things, people have to be held accountable. Bump suspensions with pay, and these type of things that are happening to these people for doing such heinous things. We should educate people on how you behave and your rights when you're confronted by the police. Now, I said behave because that's one of the things we need to realize. I'm gonna tell you like this straight out. When the police stop me, all I do is pull over and put my hands on the steering wheel and sit there just like that. I'll undo my buckle. I put the car or whatever in in park or whatever, and I sit there, and that's it. I don't move. I wait till you get there, and I sit there, stay face forward. Then when the police says, roll your window down, then I roll my window down, one of my hands still on the steering wheel. Then he asks me for different questions or whatever. I don't go, well, why'd you stop me? I just let him talk. Well, I'm pretty sure you're gonna tell me why you harassing me. But anyway, it's like I let him go ahead and say, so whatever they want to say. And then basically I tell them, I tell them my wallet is in my back pocket. You see what I'm saying? I still got my seatbelt on, so I'm like, I'm finna take my seatbelt off. I take my seatbelt off. I tell them, my wallet is in my back pocket. My, my insurance and all that is over in my glove compartment. Hold on, you know what I'm saying? So then when he say that, I give him that, and then, you want to see my insurance stuff? It's like, I don't move. It's over there in the glove compartment. Alright? Then I reach on over there in the glove compartment and get it. I open my glove compartment, let it open for a second. I don't just open and reach in. I open it, let it be open. You see what I'm saying? Then I reach in there and get my insurance and stuff out of there. So that's what I'm saying. It's different ways you can behave or act when you're confronted by the police, as well as you have rights when you're confronted by the police. So it's just a thing where, you want to begin to know that, well, no, you can't just search me any kind of way. And no, what did you stop me for? I was doing the speed limit. I always signal. I follow the rules. So what are you stopping me for? And so you need to know your rights as it relates to something. Nobody don't have to, they can't just, it stops cuts down the profiling when you know your rights. We need self-defense. And this is just a realistic thing on it. Some of these officers out here are very angry. Some of them have biases or prejudices. You see what I'm saying? Some of them just don't like black people. Some of them like that. They don't like black people, and they was mad that day at their wife or kids or something, and they come to work and then they want to take it out on you. Okay? We need some form of self-defense when when all else fails. You need to still, if you protesting and you're acting how you're supposed to act, you're within your rights, and you're still, being harassed, we need self-defense. We need somebody we could call. We need, you need other forms of self-defense. On the other token, of course, police need better training and more vacations. I mean, we all know that policing is a very stressful job, so police need more vacations. I mean, they need more, they need maybe some, it's like firemen, firemen have that rotating shift where they might work, they're on call 24 hours a day for a certain amount of time. Then they have a chunk of time off. So the police need to work out some other type of, less stressful work schedule where they can still get their hours in or what have you. And then, but it's less stressful because I'm pretty sure it is a very stressful job. They need better training. I mean, one of the things that, I'm just going to go back to the Oscar Grant case. The guy pulls out his taser or pulls out his gun, shoots Oscar Grant in the back of the head, but says that he thought it was his taser. So he can't tell the difference between his taser and his gun. Police need better training. There needs to be stress tests and bias tests before they're hired. I mean, maybe on the job also, as for a stress test. But just saying, a lot of us, if you work retail, you have to fill out one of those things that they're basically trying to find out if you're going to steal. If you work there, arrest your propensity for stealing, and if you saw somebody else stealing, would you even tell? So that's the thing. Police need these kind of tests to test their stress as well as their bias, and how they're gonna react even to somebody else's stress and bias. There needs to be a citizens review board in every city, and of course we know police get complaints, and then where do the complaints go? And that's what we're saying. Every city. At least, I would suggest every major city, every city where there's a good black population, good minority population, or anybody who cares about their freedom and justice, would want a citizens review board in their city. We need to end ticket and arrest quotas. Basically, we know that, we all see it. I don't want to necessarily, well, now get into it, because at the end of the month, or the beginning of the month, or certain times of the month, you see the police all stacked up. It's quota time. They gotta fill in these quotas. So we need to get rid of this ticket and arrest quota, because you have too many people being arrested for, bogus things. You're criminalizing the average citizen. And we know that a lot of crimes go unsolved, and we still have a lot of crime. Crime hasn't gone necessarily up, but at the same time, crime hasn't significantly dropped either. And that's the thing. We need to realize we need to end these quotas. Let officers fight real crimes and not criminalize the average citizen. Basically, with a lot of bogus, traffic warrants and bench warrants that have people losing jobs and sitting up in jails over, these bogus things. But take a look at the list again, and that's what I'm saying. We need to have solutions, but we also need to realize what we're dealing with is a whole systematic thing